like in 10 minutes. All right, today's date is 9/6/22. Daniel, we're writing this down. It is 1-2-1. What are the chances? Question mark. What are the chances? And we're going to be learning about probability.
Like, for example, the probability of me passing Scott's grade is really low.
Exactly. That is probability. What's the probability that's going to rain today?
10%.
Well, you know, on Saturday, depending on where you were Saturday, there was some rain, right? So it could happen. It's very low probability. What's the probability that I'm going to give you homework tonight? 100%, right? It's going to happen.
What's the probability of me giving you a donut? 0.
Right. So there's different probabilities. Some higher than others, right? Homework is pretty high up there. Snow or rain today is pretty low. You eating some sort of fruit for lunch, maybe they'll give you grapes or carrots. I don't know. So there's different probabilities. What's the probability that the sun will set today? It's gonna happen, right? It usually does happen.
You act like this stuff can't happen.
All right. So I'm going to be reading from your textbook for the first part. You have probably heard a weather forecaster say that the chance of rain is 40%. Have you ever thought about what that means? Does it mean that it will rain tomorrow for sure? What is the chance that it will not rain? In today's lesson, you will investigate the chance or the probability of something happening or not happening. As you do the activities, ask your team these questions. What is the probability of the event will occur? How can we record the probability? All right, so the first part, we're going to be making a list of 3 different types of events. Event number 1, events that you think are possible but not certain to happen. Number 2, events that are certain to happen. And number 3, events that would be impossible to happen. So we're going to create 3 lists. List number 1 will include events that are possible but not certain. Okay, so we're going to list 3 events that are possible but not certain.
It could rain today.
It could rain. Is that possible? Yes. Is it certain? No. But it is possible. I'm going to write that down.
It could also be possible you don't give us homework.
Yeah, still possible.
Because, like, what if, like, at the end,
Yeah, someone brings you down.
I will look at everyone's schedule and hand them to you personally next period. All right. The second thing we're going to look at are events that are certain to happen. And we're going to list 3 events that are certain to happen. For example, in this class, what is certain to happen?
Doing math.
Doing math, getting homework.
what if we just stop it?
All right. So events that are certain to happen in this class would be 100% you're going to get homework. And the third thing that we're going to list are events that are impossible. Impossible to happen. It ends with an E. Impossible ends with an E. Okay?
I'll get $1 trillion. 'Cause
Seriously.
Miss Lomeli gives us donut $3,000.
Right.
Miss Lomeli gives us pizza for the last day.
Right.
Miss Lomeli
actually,
gives us
like,
donuts.
Well, he just made it impossible.
Well, Miss Lomeli not eating a donut.
I actually ate like this much of a donut this morning.
Well, Miss Lomeli gives us always.
Yeah. Impossible to happen. Impossible to happen. We're gonna have a snow day today.
that could happen. You never know, bro. You keep saying stuff like it can. What if it happens right now?
I would stop class and let's all go outside for the snow.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to happen. It's not gonna happen, kids.
How about
What if I have
taking us on
superpowers?
field trip?
It's like when we played that game like the first week of school and I said if you guys hit whatever color, no homework or something like that because I knew you wouldn't win.
I went on field trips this year.
Oh yeah.
Not through this, through my elective, yeah, but not through this class. Anyways, possible but not certain. Certain to happen, impossible to happen. So I gave you one for each category. You don't have to write these down. I need you to come up with 3 for each. Okay? It could be about school, it could be about your life, or it could be about the world. Like the sun will set today. That's about the world, right? It's gonna happen. It's certain to happen. So it's going to be hot in Las Vegas. That is certain to happen. So come up with 3 things in each category. I'm going to walk home today. I'm going to play a video game. I'm going to ride my bike home. I'm going to have pizza for dinner. These are all different things that you can sort. And everyone's a little bit different, Alexa. We're not on our phones. So I need you to list 3, list 3, list 3. Go.
I'm skate home with Mike.
Okay, let's keep them to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, you do realize I am recording. So all your comments, even if you said they were joking, they've all been recorded. Now I'm asking you to quietly make your list. When you continue to talk, it's obvious that you're talking out of turn. So you need to just quietly right now come up with 3. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do that quietly. Go.
Could it be anything, like anything at all?
As long as it's appropriate for school, yes.
Okay.
Ready, set, go. Come up with at least 2 more for each if you're going to go with mine. You're going to go visit your grandmother today. Some of you, your grandmother babysits you, so therefore you are. You're going to have birthday cake tonight. You're going to take out the trash. You're going to wash the dishes. You're going to have a fight with your little sister. Where would you put those? I'm just throwing out ideas. Do you have to, Janet, use mine? No. But you could totally come up with your own. Throwing out things. I will send a text message later on today. Probably going to happen, right? Alright, did you guys all come up with things? I gave you a bunch of them. I didn't write them down, but man, did I give you a whole bunch of things that you can use. So this is your chance to come up with your own. 2 for each, 3 for each in total.
Are we gonna share that?
I'll ask for volunteers to share the good ones. There's some good ones that you guys usually come up with. I mean, I could have pizza for dinner. Might not happen. It usually doesn't. I could totally eat some pizza tonight. Certain to happen for me, I'm gonna pet my dog Rocky. That's certain to happen, right? Impossible to happen. I'm not gonna go to New York today. Definitely not gonna go to New York.
What if someone just offers you something?
All right, I'll be back. Oh, bye. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
What if Miss Lily would like it to like
Today.
yeah? What if?
You see, it's not gonna happen today. It might happen tomorrow.
But what if
if. Yeah, I guess so.
Rainy month.
Possible but not certain. I'm gonna eat pizza. It's gonna rain today.
Sandy being quiet.
I'm gonna buy shoes. I like that. I've been known to buy shoes. Certain to happen.
Oh, I could give you one.
Sandy
I hope so. But you know what? As you get older, it's not certain. Yes,
Certain to happen is I'm all 11 and kick to the sun.
sure, totally. Me too.
Eating.
Yeah, me too.
Just kidding.
Eating.
All right.
11 with me.
Who else would like to share something from their lists? Yes,
Impossible to happen?
sure,
Wait. Oh, impossible to happen means it's not gonna happen, right?
correct.
So I'm not gonna all 11.
Okay. You're not gonna do that? Okay. Richard?
Because I am.
Possible but not certain. Twin Towers being rebuilt.
Yeah, it's possible, but probably not gonna happen. You're right. Yes.
I mean,
You thanking us for being the best period.
Where would that go? It's possible. It's possible.
No, number three. It's possible to happen.
Yes.
Guaranteed to happen. Your buy is all donuts.
Yes, totally. Buy you all donuts. Yes.
It's not certain to meet Niger today.
To what?
Meet Niger.
Oh, yeah. I already met him. It's cool.
Oh, possible but not guaranteed getting kidnapped. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
wait,
True.
I have
Very
a question.
dark. Yes.
If you get kidnapped, like, on campus, wait, it's just a question. Is the school responsible for
Possible
that?
and meet our man.
How do you get kidnapped at school?
I don't know. It's just a question. Yeah, but
I know. Like over there.
Why are you over there? Why are you over there?
Homeless people at the
But is
park.
the school responsible for that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, if you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be, it's pretty safe. It's weird. It's a weird question. All right. Let's draw a line. Okay, let's draw a line. Let's draw a line. Question. What percent would be associated with impossible?
0.
Okay, so let's write that down. So 0% would be impossible. It can't happen. Okay. What percent, Richard, write this down, is associated with certain?
50.
Certain is 100%. Oops, I forgot. That was supposed to go on top.
And then the other one's 50.
Well, is it?
Yeah. Because it could and could not happen.
Sorry, possible kind of ran out of room.
It couldn't.
No, this is certain, not possible. This is certain. Now, when it comes to possible but not certain, doesn't that vary?
No. Oh, well, kind of.
Right? Is it always going to be 50%?
No.
No.
Like it could be 30% that you're gonna go to the movies.
Yeah, 30% I'm going to go to the movies. 25% I might have pizza tonight. But I'm really craving Chinese food, so that might be 80%, right? Is it 100? No, not until I eat it. But it could be different. Like, oh, my dad's going to pick me up today. Well, it could happen, or he stays late for work, so I got to walk home, right? But it could be. So this possible but not certain can go anywhere in between these two, right? It depends. It could be 30%, it could be 12%, it could be 45%. But what does go right in the middle? 50%, right? What's in the middle of 0 and 50%? And what's in the middle of 50 and 100%? Good. Okay. Now, your impossible ones go underneath the 0%. Like, there's no question about it. Snow day goes here. 0%. On mine. If you have snow day, then you write it too. I'm certain homework today. That's 100%. Okay. But these other ones, they can go anywhere, right? And it's all up to you. So, buying shoes, believe it or not, for me, would be somewhere over here. Like, I might buy some shoes today. I mean, it's pretty high, actually. Pizza? Pretty low for me. Maybe like a 30% pizza. So, whatever you have here, these are the ones that can go anywhere here, right? Like, you're gonna do a trick on your board. Okay, where is it? Is it more towards the 100 or very low, right? The New York Towers is pretty low that they're gonna rebuild it, so I would have put it over here for Richard. What were some other examples you guys gave me? The Ollie, all that stuff. So, okay, so I'll give you guys a minute. Now take what you did up here and put them under 0%, 100%, and these are the tricky ones, right? Rain today, that's pretty low. It's not impossible because we got rain on Saturday. Rain. So, but I'm going to pretty close to 0. So right now, on your number line, I should see you guys spreading this out. Eating tacos, it's probably over here. I already had tacos. I'm going to eat salad. That's pretty high for lunch. Pet Rocky goes over here. Alright, so fill in your chart. Obviously some are my personal ones, so they wouldn't match yours.
Oh, I was copying it.
Alright, did we finish? Alright, so you have listed them there. Depending on what you wrote on the top, they get listed. And like I said, the possible but not certain, those are kind of spread out depending on, like, I think my dad's probably going to stay late for work, so it's like more over here. Or, oh, I'm going to go visit my grandma. Well, that happens every day because she babysits me. That's more over here. But hey, my mom might pick me up. I don't know. Things like that. I have to share my video game console with my brother. Maybe over here. Yes?
What percent are you up to?
Percent of what? Happiness?
Yeah.
Well, this is not a percent of happiness. This is probability. What's the probability that Miss Lomelli is going to have a good day?
0.
Wow. Thanks. All right. I need you to log in to your ebooks. So go to ebooks.cpm.org. We already logged in a couple weeks ago. Alexa, let's turn around so we don't get in trouble. We looked at the Colorama game. Log in using Google. Log in, continue with Google, I think it says. 18. Alright. So, what does it look like if I log in? Welcome to CPM. You click on ebooks. Click on ebooks. Then you'll have 2 books. One's in Spanish. I think the one on the right is the Spanish one. It says ESP for Spanish. Don't click on that. Click on Core Connection Course 2. You'll see this. You'll see all the chapters cruise. So we're looking for Chapter 1. Click on Chapter 1. Fernanda. Then click on 1, 2, 1. Click. And we should be here. So 1, 2, 1. What are the chances? So click on chapter 1. Then click on 1, 2, 1. If yours look like mine, you're on the right spot. All right. We're going to be writing our answers in our notebook, getting the question from our textbook online. All right. We already did 1-50, events that are possible, things like that. We already drew the line segment on your paper. Now we're going to go down to 1-51. So make sure you find 1-51 and it says go fish. So find that section. Click on ebooks. The first one. Then chapter 1. 1, 2, 1. All right. Does anybody want to read the first paragraph? No. Okay. Yeah. No. All right. Go fish. So Daniel and Athena, you're listening super carefully, so you follow along. Mike wants to win a giant stuffed animal at the carnival. He decides to play the Go Fish game, which has 3 prizes. A giant stuffed animal, a smaller stuffed animal, and a plastic kazoo. The game is set up with a tank containing 1 green fish, 3 blue fish, and 6 yellow fish. To play, Mike must go fishing. The game is set up so that every time a player goes fishing, he or she will catch a fish. To win the giant stuffed animal, Mike needs to catch a green fish. Okay? Letter A. So we're in 1-51 and we're going to answer question A. Question A says, Santiago, sit up for us. If all of the fish in the tank are green, how would you describe the probability of Mike winning a giant stuffed animal? What is it? 100%. What word that we just been using stands for 100%? Certain. So who can format a sentence using the word certain?
It is certain that Mike will get a
Yeah, because what does he catch? Yeah. So it is certain that Mike will catch a green fish and win. Because what does the word certain now mean? What percent? 100%. And we read, or I read to you, it says, if all of the fish in the tank are green, how would you describe the probability of Mike winning? It is certain that he'll win, right? Because all of the fish are green. So there's 100% chance he's going to catch a green fish. Do you write this down? Because we're ready to move on to B. All right, letter B. Let me read you the question for letter B. The question says, the way the tank is set up with 1 green, 3 blue, and 6 yellow fish, what are the chances that Mike will catch a black fish? So there's 1 green, 3 blue, 6 yellow. What are the chances that Mike will catch a black fish? Impossible, 0%. Why?
It does not exist.
It does not exist in that tank. Does not exist. So we're going to write that down. it is impossible to catch a black fish. And what does the word impossible mean today?
No way.
0%. Where's your notebook? Behind your iPad? Got it. Alright, C, my favorite question of the day. Letter C says, given the information in the problem, what percent of the time would you expect Mike to catch a green fish and win the giant stuffed animal? Be ready to explain your thinking. So now I want to know, what is the probability that you'll catch a green fish? When we use a capital P in math, it stands for probability, like the chances. So what are the chances that he's going to catch a green fish using the information they gave us? So what we need to do is we need to go back and read this paragraph one more time on your iPad. Okay? So we have this paragraph that we have to read. And reading that paragraph right there that I highlight, of course it's easier to read on your iPad. I want to know, by you writing it down in your notebook, what are the probabilities of catching a green fish? So read it again. All right. So what is the probability of choosing a green fish? Why is it 10?
Because it's out of 10 fish. And there's only one green fish out of 10.
How does that translate to 10?
Because the fractions out of one fish.
Okay. How many are green fish right now? 1. So there's 1 green fish. How'd you guys get 10? You're correct. At the bottom. This
It's out of
10 what?
10 fish.
10 fish in total, right? So we have 1 green fish out of a 10 in total. How do we change this fraction into a percent? We set it equal to 100. Because what are percents always out of? 100%. So how do I go from 10 to 100?
10.
Times 10. So I multiply the top times 10. This is what you guys did last year with the giant 1. Remember that? Okay. So what's 1 times 10? 10. Which means it's 10%. Whenever I ask you for a percent, always put it on top of 100. So 10% chance of catching what? Why did I misspell catching? Catching a green fish. I gotta get the markers. Alright, 10% chance of catching a green fish. How do we get 10%? We wrote it as a fraction, 1 green out of 10 in total. Now we set it equal to 100 and we solve for it. Alright. I want to know, next question, what's the probability of choosing a blue, don't shout it out, fish? Write it down. Equals. So go back and read again. How many blue fishes are there? Write it as a fraction. Go, ready, set, go. All right. How many blue fishes are there? 3 out of what? 3 out of 10. So we set it equal to 100. So it would be 30. So it would be 30%. Very good. So are you more likely to choose a green fish or to catch a blue fish? Blue, right? All right, last question for this problem. What's the probability of selecting a yellow fish? What's the probability of selecting a yellow fish? Daniel, do you have all this written down? This too? Yellow fish? How many yellow fishes are there? 6 out of 10, which is equal to 60%. What's the smallest toy you can get in this game? What's the smallest toy? A kazoo. And what do you think a kazoo is? Do you think you get a kazoo with yellow, blue, or green? Yellow. That's why it's, it's there. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to set up for tomorrow. I'm hoping this is going to work. If you go to your ebooks and go down to 154, 1-54. So 1-54. It says your teacher will give your team a spinner, the e-tools. You will need to decide how to color the spinner so that it meets the following criteria: 40% red, 30% blue, 1/10 yellow, and the rest are green. So what I want you to do is I want you to click on this e-tool, and it brings you up a spinner. I want to set up the spinner today so that it's ready for us tomorrow to look at. Right now, what percent red is it? It's 100%, but I need the red to just be 40% here, and 1/10 yellow, and 30% blue, and the rest need to be green. It doesn't tell you how many green there are. Again, how did I get to the spinner? I go to 1-54, and I click on the e-tool. Okay, that will give you your spinner. I need to change this to meet this criteria right here that I just highlighted in blue. How do I change it? First thing is you click and hold the spinner. Click, hold, click and hold and let go. I know, okay. I'm just gonna redo it. Click, hold, let go. Click, hold, let go. Does it work for you guys? Click, let go. Okay, so it doesn't work with the mouse, but it does work on the touch screen. First thing we have to figure out, and this is where the math comes in, how do I divide up, okay, how many sections do I need? Right now I have one section.
3.
Why 3?
4.
Then don't shout it out. How many sections do I need? I need 40% red, 1/10 yellow, 30% blue, and the rest are green. 4. Why 4? There's 4 colors, but are they each evenly divided? No. Yes.
10.
10. Why 10? 4 out of 10? Yeah. 40%. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is here on sections, I need it to be 10. We're setting it up for tomorrow. So make sure you have 10 sections. Your job is to not close this tab overnight. Tomorrow when we walk in, you have your pie made. So click and hold, click, hold. There you go. Now I want 10 sections. So Daniel, Athena, I need you doing this tonight for extra homework. Okay. Now, 154. Find 1-54. Okay. How many are supposed to be colored yellow? 1. So you're in this like pop-up menu. You click on one of the pizza slices, and then you change the color. So when you're in this mode, this pop-up mode, then you can change the colors. Okay? So you just click on any of the sections and change the colors. Go. Click and hold, and then you get this menu, right? And then you just click on any section to change the color.
I don't have them.
You have this?
No. No, yeah, but.
But what? That? Click hold. Alright, now what else do I need? I need 30% blue. So how many blue sections is that? Okay, now I want 30% blue. I'm not taking it if you're doing it. You can just throw it away. If you're in class, that's fine. So I want 30% blue. So how many blue sections is that?
3.
Can I start working on it?
So, your job is to not close this window. I know you're right if I see the correct amount of, I need 40% red only. Uh-oh, where my yellow? Where my green at? It doesn't tell you how many green, but it does tell you the other colors. And by that, I can see if you're right or wrong. Okay, I'm going to create an assignment for you. I want you to upload the notes that we took today. So I'm going to create an assignment.